Welcome to the Connection Interruption podcast, everybody. I am your host, Ryan Sparks. We're having some technical issues tonight, so we're a little late getting started. Tay couldn't see himself on the screen there, so I'm going to bring him in. Let's see if we're good to go in this view. What's up, Tay? How's it going, man?
I'm good. I was looking at myself, but hey, we're gonna make it through the night. We are going to make it through the night.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. What's
We,
good,
we
brother?
might, we might not. Oh, it's been a crazy couple days, so just trying to, get through this and see what we can do. We got a little different layout, and things are obviously different for those of you that have watched us before, but we're trying some new things, and it's going to be bumpy along the way.
Yeah, and this background will not be permanent. I got a little nice artwork and uh going through my technical equipment. So yeah, it's a little junky in the back. It's okay. We gonna make it.
So, what have you been playing?
This week, I've been playing a whole lot of Mortal Kombat, Age of Empires 4. Jumped back on Grand Theft Auto, got a little bored, and then I was playing Batman. I actually pulled Batman out. Yes,
All right.
yeah. So it was cool. I had a dust off the PS4 a little second, and I might be in the runnings for a PS5 here in the next week. So we see how that works out. So what was on your list? And then I was playing
Okay.
Batman. I actually pulled Batman out. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, how was Batman? Like, how far into it are you?
I'm about 30% into it. I had to adjust my screen because as we age, your eyes aren't the same as it was when you first got the game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was missing a whole bunch of stuff, but I think I'm about 30% in. Uh, not too bad. When I first played it, I got frustrated through my controller. So yeah, this time I actually got into the story, finding the hidden spots and gems and stuff, and of course my sis came down and she gave me this. It says game controller throw zone,
Nice.
hard hat area. So yeah,
Yeah, that could definitely create some problems if you're breaking controllers by throwing them and stuff.
yeah, just not at the TV.
No,
Across the
no.
room, behind you, at the ceiling, but yeah, not at the TV. I finally got my Ultra HD to work. So yeah, I'm enjoying my view right now.
That's nice. That's nice. So, I have been working in the game room, as you know. So, lots of new changes down here. The love seat is back behind me again.
Yes, I'm very
Um,
jealous of your game room.
well, you can see the laptop behind me going crazy. If you're watching the stream right now, if you're listening in audio, you're not missing much. Um, but the laptop is trying to find my eyes. It keeps scanning, so it's just the little lights going back and forth. But um, we now have 6 arcades down here, so
Like, really, what is your not to be funny? What is your electric bill per month?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna need you to invest in solar panels.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, most of the stuff isn't running all the time, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I
Okay.
mean, we've been playing a ton right now. I mean, the kids are home for summer break, so that makes a big difference. But um, ultimately, I mean, I've just been playing Fuser again. Um, that's that DJ mixing game that was made by Ubisoft.
Yeah, man, Ubisoft gonna have a talk. I know it's a pretty fly game, but yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk with
The add-ons are really expensive.
yeah, I'm gonna need
Which,
my tech for now.
yeah, I don't understand why they made it as expensive as they did. But it's definitely on the pricey side for sure.
So, do you think with that game, they're just trying to recoup what they put into the game? That's why the add-ons are expensive, or
I
not?
mean, I'm sure they're paying for the music license, right? Like that's probably the first issue.
Yeah.
Um, and they have a crazy amount of different things in it. So, I mean, overall, I think it's a really cool game. I think they did a good job with it. I just think that once they started adding on these packs, and it's just like Rock Band, man. You know, like you play enough, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna be overloading on that, and I know I'll pay a fortune for it, but um, I don't really want to pay extra money for those packs. Um, and I know I'm cheapskate, but at the same time, like you have to unlock the music in the game with coins that you earn along the way, and I think it should just be open. Like
Oh man, like,
I know that
come
they're
on now.
I know that they're doing part of the story mode, like where you earn coins as you go, but like I just feel like they're going, oh well, we can make more money if you buy more coins. It's like 2K in the like
Oh,
my
with the
pro,
tokens. Yeah,
yeah. You can buy more tokens to unlock songs, or you can just have them, like and earn them along the way.
gotcha.
And I'm not gonna pay for extra ones. I just won't do it.
No, I wouldn't either. Like, I see if you was playing the game, you had the open music, but excuse me, like you paid for a remix or something, like exclusive remix or something like that.
Yeah, like
Then
remix to
that'd be
Ignition, R. Kelly.
he just got 30.
30 years.
Woo!
I
Yeah.
had to, I had to bring that up because that is one of my favorite songs of all time, which kind of bothers a lot of people. But
And what's crazy, and people just talking about, I know we jumping off the subject real quick, but people just talking about like his songs that he sings.
yeah,
If you actually look at how many songs he wrote, you would not like a lot of the singers that you listen to.
oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he's got a pretty extensive catalog.
Yeah, if he came out in the early 90s, well, the 90s period, or in the early 2000s, he probably wrote for your favorite singer.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. Wow, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. But I mean, he wrote a song for the Isley Brothers.
Yeah. He actually did a whole album for Ron Isley himself.
Celebrate with Whitney Houston and Jordan Sparks. Um, Pitbull,
Celine Dion.
Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
Kelly Price, Nick Cannon. Name one Nick Cannon hit.
I'm a gigolo with lots of
Okay,
dough.
that's the only one I know, right?
Yeah.
R. Kelly wrote that.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get off the music front,
Yeah.
but there's a bunch. Like the only reason we even went down that little rabbit hole was because they had like there's so many different songs in that game that kind of caught my attention, and he doesn't have any in it, but at the same time there's like a couple that I'm just like, oh, I didn't realize, like I didn't think about that. But yeah, so I've been playing Fuser a lot. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're having a Let's Play tonight with the OGs. We're playing some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this evening. What else? Oh, The Simpsons, because the Simpsons arcade got built. Um, the kids were playing Simpsons bowling the other night. That actually looks really fun. I had never seen that before.
Hmm. Is
Miss,
it on Apple or no?
I don't know what you can play that on. It was on. They're playing it on the arcade. Like it's part of the arcade one up. Like it has a trackball that you can use. Part of me wants to get one of those light up trackballs and mod that bad boy because those look super cool. Played some Miss Pac-Man because we built that arcade. Shout out to the lady because she built that one on her own actually. I mean, she got Dairy Queen out of the deal, so I guess it was worth it for her.
Hey, I knew it was a catch. I knew it was a catch. Look.
No, she actually helped build all three of the new ones this week, so they wouldn't be done if she hadn't kind of pushed to get them put together. I honestly think she just got tired of seeing all the stuff everywhere down here because it was a mess for a while. What else have I played? I played more WWE, and I did share out the picture of my preview of my Be a Pro or my Create a Wrestler. I put that out on the Twitterverse this week. It actually got a bunch of retweets from people who obviously have no idea who I am, but are into the Create a Wrestler mode.
Yeah, when you sent me that picture, I was like, yeah, add a little bit more fluff to the beard, and that is 100% you.
Well, and there, I'm gonna share it here on the show, but it's funny because like you can create basically anything you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had decided that I was gonna try to create myself as close as I could to me, and then what I shared on the web was essentially a picture of my character in costume, right? Like I was like, oh, I'll cover up my face so you can't really see how close it is to the reality of being me. And somebody was like, oh, that's not even funny. You can't really tell if that's you or not. And I was like, well, you kind of can.
Yeah.
Like, if you know me, you know whether it's going to kind of look like me or not. But I'm actually going to tweet them out right now, and we'll show them here on the screen. But I mean, I thought that they were pretty darn close. But if I were going to be a professional wrestler, I mean, I would put something similar to that out there. I know that that's kind of my character would be, and I had accepted a long time ago that I'm never going to be a skinny wrestler, right? So, like, let's try to throw it in here and see if I can.
Hey, I wasn't gonna toss that in there, but you said it, so
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, like in general, like there's no way that it's going to be like some skinny like cruiserweight or whatever. So I intentionally made it look as much like me as possible. There we go.
and it fits. You just
Yeah.
need a you just need a fluffier beard.
Need a fluffier beard, I guess. I mean, I guess it only is really fluffy on the side. But this was about as close as I could get to it. But the costume I thought was pretty cool. The costume that I came up with, I actually really enjoyed that one. I thought it was a pretty cool look. Very dark, but you know. So I've been playing WWE. Pretty much, I feel like I'm progressing quickly through the story.
Don't tell me that.
Well, I don't think it's like that.
Is it
It's
easy?
short. The beginning of it I thought was rather easy. I had to wrestle a handicap match against The Rock and Stone Cold in the story. That was not easy, but it was fun. So I'll take it. But I think they could have done a little bit better on some of the stuff. But I think that the game is as a whole is really good. I still love the Create a Wrestler. Like, I think that's a really really big piece to what they're going to do going forward. There was an update today. I believe the new Doink the Clown like pack is out.
Don't do it.
So, oh, I already
Do
have the
not.
I bought the collector's edition of the game, so there's no
Oh,
question
yeah.
that I'm going to download the essentially free pack that I have at this point. But um, so that's pretty much all I've been playing. So we'll be right back after this short break here and the usual opening credits, and we'll talk about what's going on in the news of gaming. All right, so since we're live, and I'm a big soccer fan, obviously with the stuff behind us, um, FC Cincinnati is now leading that game that I was talking about earlier tonight, 5-4.
So they finally started playing some defense.
Brenner has scored 4 goals by himself tonight.
He's getting a bonus.
He finally is playing the game that everybody expected him to play. But yeah, 5-4, FC Cincinnati with the lead in the 90th minute at this point. So yeah, good for them. Hopefully they finish this one out and get the win and prove me wrong. Because when it was 3-0, I said they probably lose this game 4-3, and then they were losing 4-3. Oh no, looks like they just disallowed that goal. So it's now listed as 4-4 on Google. That could be interesting. I'm gonna have to watch the replay later anyway. So anyway, hopefully they're able to get the dub. We'll see. But so lots of games coming out this week. The new F1 has been reviewed. I'm really excited to see how that plays. I don't know. It comes out on the 1st, so I'm on the road this weekend, so I won't be able to play it right away. But I actually considered packing my system with me, one of my systems, to play that game.
On Xbox.
It's available on everything, so I don't know what I would get it on. I probably would just get it on Xbox. But PC Gamer gave it an 84 out of 100.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm just interested to see kind of what the downfalls are on the game. It looks amazing. Like graphically, I think it looks really, really well done. I'm interested to see how the wrecks look. Like as people run into one another. That's always my big thing with racing games. Like, how does my car look if I smash it into the wall?
Yeah. And NASCAR kind of sucks at that, but that's another subject.
Yeah, I get that can be an issue for sure. Like, that was probably my biggest gripe with was the NASCAR Heat?
Yeah.
Just didn't have enough of that demolition kind of like when you'd wreck. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this one. It's EA is the developer on this one, or the publisher on this one, so I would guess it's going to be pretty solid. $60. Codemasters developed the game. They've done a lot of really good racing games over the years. I mean, they're Dirt 5, Dirt Rally. They've done all the other F1s. Grid Legends, Grid 2. Colin McRae, Dirt, which is Dirt 2, right? A little sleeper game that I loved back in the day, racing Micro Machines World Series 2017. That was a fun one. Toy Box Turbos, which was another racing game that they did. The 1991 Micro Machines game, like that game was really really good. But they've done a lot of racing games over the years, so probably one of the best development teams for racing games. So I'm looking forward to playing that.
Well, I got something for you. It's going to probably tell our age a little bit.
Yep.
But Atari turns 50 this year. And for the anniversary celebration, they're bringing together more than 90 games, and it's going to be coming out this fall. So anything from a Atari 2600 all the way up to the Linux. And they hired Digital Eclipse, the same studio that does the Disney Afternoon Collection and Street Fighter, to oversee the project. And it will be released this fall for a $40 fee, and it's going to be on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, and Atari VCS.
90 games in that collection
for $40.
Now, if I could just get the Atari VCS for a decent price, that'd be another story.
It's played on PlayStation or PC.
Well, that Atari VCS is expensive. Like, it's no joke, like how pricey that thing is. It's $400. And it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna buy me a PS5. And then, speaking of PS5s and other news, Sony is launching its own range of gaming-focused computer monitors, headsets, and they're tapping into the high-end PC gaming market as it looks beyond its main PlayStation console brand. So PlayStation is going from consoles over into the PC world.
They've done the display thing before, though.
Yeah, they're retailing the monitor and the computer. Well, the monitor's 900 has a 27-inch display with 4K resolution, 144 hertz refresh rate. The less expensive model is 530, the Enzone M3. It has a higher refresh rate but lower resolution. Headphones, $300, $200, and $100. And there still is no price for the PlayStation PC. Well, not PlayStation, but Sony PC that will be coming to the market. Yes.
I mean, those headphones, the H9 headphones are going to be like, what, $299?
Yeah, $299. And they're saying they're going hands up with Microsoft.
The H7s are $229. The H3s were $100.
Yep.
So, I mean, it gives you options. I like the Sony Pulse headphones for the PS5. I think they're comfortable. I don't know how long the battery life is because I don't ever play my PS5 long enough to ever kill the battery on them. At least haven't yet. I wouldn't be surprised if I dive into Ratchet and Clank, if for some reason I get a bug and my PS5 is what makes the trip with me this weekend, which I doubt because it's so huge. I could see if that headset lasts the weekend. I'm thinking a Switch is going to make the trip, or a couple Switches. Mainly because I think I can bring more Joy-Cons than everybody can play.
Sure.
So that'll probably be what makes the trip. But
I think
it's interesting that Sony's diving into the displays again because they did a 3D display back in the day, and I owned one of those.
Yeah, but they said they want to go hands up with Microsoft. So, with you being more into the PC side than I have, well, you've been on that side longer. How do you think the Sony computer is going to be?
I don't know why they're bothering. I just don't understand the point behind it.
Because they can't push out another enough PS5s.
Get the PS5s into people's hands. Like, just get them out there. The Sony 3D display LED LCD monitor, back in the day is the one that I had. PS398078 was the model number. It is, I want to say it was like $399 at the time, and it came with a set of 3D glasses, and there were games that you could play. It did. It had this weird 2-player mode where both players could see what was on the screen overlaid with one another, depending on which pair of glasses you had on.
Right.
You could see your gameplay. Motorstorm Apocalypse was the game that I played the most in that mode. MLB The Show I played in 3D for the first time on that TV. But it was a 24-inch, so this new monitor is only 3 inches bigger. Obviously it has better resolution because, I mean, back then it wasn't even... 4K wasn't a thing. But
at all.
I mean, these did not sell. Like, I remember them sitting in GameStops and going on clearance. With the SimulView technology that Sony put out for when it was a PS3 thing. But I just don't know why they're bothering to go into the monitors when there's so many monitors on the market. Unless it's just totally to generate a new revenue stream. Because that's totally possible. Like, hey, we can't sell PS5s, so we got to find something we can get parts for and put it out there.
Yeah, and I think, they probably, because they can easily build that over here.
That might have something to do with it, but I mean, Sony's always had multiple irons in the fire, right?
Yeah, but the go heads up with Microsoft, though?
I mean, how are you going head... Like, Microsoft doesn't make their own PCs.
No, but the article, they said they wanted to... Hold on, let me go back. Make sure I'm not misquoting. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta find the word Microsoft. Here we go. So Sony continues to face fierce competition. From longtime rival Microsoft. So, which says that's a strategy of making aggressive acquisitions to build out its reach in an industry that is set to be worth almost $200 billion in 2022.
And who wrote that article and what website was it on?
It is CNBC.
Okay. That way people can go take a look if they want to catch that one.
Fact, I will send it to you so you can go put it up.
And put it in the show notes.
Yeah. And it is sent. I wonder what this computer's going to be like, though.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do, but just give me more PS5s in the market, please. Whatever you can do. Like, whatever you can do. Give me more PS5s in the market.
So I'm up for thinking like, okay, so the PlayStation is naturally a computer.
Yeah.
It's not an Xbox type computer, but it's a computer. So are they gonna reach into that arena? I was like, okay, we're gonna make our systems more like Xbox.
Well, I mean, they've already made the PS5 to where it is more like a PC because it has that upgradable memory slot in it. Right? Like you can cover the PS5 off and put in the solid state drive. Which that is an experience all in itself. But I just think that they can't get the chipset for the PS5, so they're looking to generate more revenue somewhere. That's the only thing I can think of that's causing it. Like, it's got to be that. Because I don't think the monitor thing does anything for most people. I think if you own a PS5, you have a 4K TV you're playing it on.
Yeah, I got the Ultra HD joint, and I wish I had a PS5 to play it on it. Because guess what? My TV's 3D.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. Hey, and this is crazy. This is the glasses that came with the TV. The LG
Yeah.
cinema 3D glasses, and I don't have nothing to play in 3D.
Mm, yeah. I mean, 3D is such an interesting beast because it really, um, how do I want to put this? It's got a niche market. Like some people really like it and some people don't.
But it's hard on your eyes on some games.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the game. Like, I don't know. I even movies. I think it's interesting to watch in 3D, but I know that things can go poorly. But at the same time, it's a hard market to not knock yourself into. I think if they really want to get into this PC side of things and start releasing more games on PC, I think you're gonna burn out. Like, I think some console fans are gonna be really upset about that. Especially those that have supported PlayStation from day one, some of which still can't get their PS5s. Um, I mean,
I got two hands for that.
yeah, I mean, it's just frustrating altogether. Like, instead of doing instead of doing what they're doing, they could have gone another route. Is all I'm thinking. I don't know.
No, we'll see come this fall. So they're possibly doing a rollout. So, matter of fact, we can ask B, see if he got some inside information on it.
Yeah, I don't know
Since
if BMax has a whole lot of insider info at this point, but it'll be worth checking out. Speaking of rolling out, Nintendo had a huge sale on the eShop this week. I believe most of the stuff still has 8 days left. I got a game last night for $1.99.
what game did you get?
Figment is the name of it. I've been looking at it for a while. It's like $20 usually, I think. And I was just scrolling through the sale and was like, okay, I got to jump in on that. Yeah, the sale ends on the 6th. So if you're a big Switch fan, like, go check it out. There's a ton of stuff on sale. Ubisoft has stuff on the sale. Assassin's Creed 3, which is one of my favorites, $14.79 for that one. You can get Black Flag, which is my favorite Assassin's Creed, and then Rogue, which is one of my other favorites. Those were two that were released at very similar times. Both of them together, the Rebel Collection for $14.79. Child of Light, which is one of my favorite games of all time, $5. What else is out there? There's a bunch of really cool stuff. Scott Pilgrim versus the World for $5. Both South Park games are under $15. The Ultimate Edition of Uno, which if anybody's watched the show before knows that I play Uno quite a bit. $7.99. Wheel of Fortune for $7.99. Trivial Pursuit Live for $15.
No pricing.
Yeah, 2K has some stuff on sale. All the BioShock stuff's on sale. Borderlands, Golf for $15. NBA 2K22 on the Switch for $15. Sid Meier's 6 Platinum Edition, which is all the DLCs for $15. Monster Hunter's on sale. Not nearly as inexpensive as the other things I've mentioned, but a lot of stuff on there. There's a Sega sale going on. Hatsune Miku is part of that. The Olympic Games Tokyo is part of that. Lots of puzzle games. Old School Outrun is on there. Shinobi. So make sure you check that out. There's a ton. I mean, I could keep going. Like, I'm not even halfway through the list.
Yeah, I need to get that Shinobi. How much Shinobi?
Shinobi. Where do we go, Shinobi? Where are you? $5.
Okay.
Yeah, $5 on the store. But there's a bunch. Activision has some stuff. Devolver Digital has stuff on the sale as well. Devolver does great single player stories. Um, just such a good content out there. One game that you'll probably like, and I would love to see you like play this and kind of come back and let me know how you feel about it. It's called Telling Lies. It's an Annapurna interactive game. It's $6. It is. I'm gonna read the description because it's one of those things where, like, people are like, okay. It's a video game about private conversations, an investigative thriller game with non-linear storytelling. Telling Lies revolves around a cache of secretly recorded video conversations between starring Logan Marshall Green, Alexandra Shipp, Carrie Bichet, Angela Sefrian, and Sam Barlow, creator of her story in Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Telling Lies sits you in front of an anonymous laptop loaded with stolen NSA database of footage. The footage covers 2 years in the intimate lives of 4 people whose stories are linked by a shocking incident. Explore the database by typing search terms, watch the clips where those words are spoken, and piece together your story.
And how much is that one?
$5.
It's
It's
on
$5.99. It's $6.
for PC.
No, for Switch.
Switch. Okay.
Yeah, this is part of the Switch sale. It's called Telling Lies. Obviously rated M for mature. The game file size is big for a Switch game. It's 7.4 gigabytes.
Yeah,
which for a Switch title is pretty large.
And speaking of sales and all my mobile people, since we talking about the Switches, Apex Legend is now mobile.
Like on mobile phones?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, Apex Legend is mobile, and the same team that created Apex Legend Mobile's Lightspeed Studios also is coming out with the new game. It's called Code to Jin Young. It's a martial art open world game, an Unreal Engine 5. Yes. And from the looks of it, it looks nice. So Code to Jin Young is the game.
All right.
But it has no release date or confirmed platforms, but it's coming out on Unreal Engine 5.
That'll be an interesting one. Like, I don't know. There are so many really good games out right now. I'm trying to figure out, like, what can I play next? And I keep going back to old school stuff. Like, when you're like, I gotta have Shinobi, it's like, yeah, that's probably one that would be on my list of go back and play. Are there any super old school games that you never played that you want to go back and get your hands on?
That I never played? No. Never played, like, no, it's a few that I played a little bit, but I would love to actually go back and like have now since I don't have my Nintendo system, which will be Double Dribble, Sight Bite, and I've never played Indiana Jones. Like I said, I would love to go back and get that.
All right.
That was my brother's favorite game. Right. Like I never played Indiana Jones. I would like to go back and play that.
So this one for me is a really easy one, and it's going to be hard for some people to believe because of my love for like Spyro and the platformers. I have never played Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, hey, I haven't played that one either. So hey, I feel you on that one.
And that's one I kind of want to go back and play. Because for me, that's one that I think I would really, really enjoy. One that I want to go back and finish that I have played some of is Rayman. Rayman was one, like Rayman Legends. There's a bunch of different Rayman games that are really, really good. That I would love to jump back into. So,
No, that's definitely.
as we're getting ready to wrap up the show for the night, any other news tidbits that you want to throw out there? I know it's a shorter show than usual, but we did get started a little bit late tonight with the technical issues. You're all squiggly and crazy looking on my screen again, Tay, but
Yeah.
We can still hear you though.
Yeah, as far as the news, I would like to say have a great week. Get some good gaming in. Stay out the heat. Stay hydrated. And let's live and have fun because there's been a lot of craziness going on in the news lately.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I do want to shout out one game quickly that I want people to check out on Steam. It's called Wild West Dynasty. It's a role-playing survival life simulation and resource management and city building game all rolled into one. Looks like it is going to be absolutely crazy to jump into. They put a trailer out a few days back. I'll put that in the show notes as well, but definitely worth checking out. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm kind of interested to see how it plays.
When we moved to the West, I was promised peace and prosperity.
It has like an eagle screeching in the trailer, and you hear the Old West music. I added it to my wish list, but it's not quite there yet. But I hope everybody takes a look. It looks like Red Dead Redemption on crack, so like all souped up. So.
All right, send me the link for that.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be in the show notes for the trailer, so everybody can take a peek at that as well when we put the show notes out online. But be sure to give us a follow, subscribe on YouTube, please, please, please. You can get there if you're watching this on Facebook later as we upload it or any other platform. You can get to our YouTube page by going to tinyurl.com/delusion group. We need to get to 100 members in order to avoid having to use a tiny URL to make it easy to get to our YouTube. So if you can go subscribe there, we'd really, really appreciate it. We have all kinds of great content planned. The OGs will be live tonight streaming. We are streaming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on that show tonight. And then next week, we will be back with Connection Interruption again on Wednesday night at 9. And then the OGs will have a new episode on Friday. Also, if you haven't been to the Delusion.group website, be sure to go over there, Delusion.group, and check out all the content from all the different creators. There's some Escape from Tarkov, some other streams and things like that going on. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to give Tay a follow on all forms of social media at DJ Tay Boogie. You can find me at Touched Artist on every form of social media. And we will catch you next time. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next